Hey guys, would you believe me if I told you that this building behind me here was purchased for only $250 at a city auction? It was transported and renovated here on this beautiful farm with horses, cows, geese, donkeys, you name it. And the inside is even more beautiful than what you see on the outside here. And I cannot wait to show you around this property. So let's go check it out. Welcome to the Modern Molly tiny house. We are out here in Rockdale, Texas. If you're unfamiliar with where that is, we're basically about an hour or so northeast of Austin, past all the little towns that you'll see on Highway 79, Round Rock being the big suburb, and then Taylor, Thorndale, Thrall, and then you'll get to Rockdale where this beautiful farm stay is located. So this Modern Molly tiny house is about 435 square feet and it's built on a foundation. Well, I shouldn't say built because it's actually already an existing structure before it even arrived to this property. I'll tell you a little bit more about that inside, but basically this house is set on a larger farm where Molly, the owner of this property, lives. Her main house is up in the front side of the property, but basically this Modern Molly tiny house has its own little private fenced in area, which is really nice. You get to feel like you have your own space out here. You even have your own little driveway here if you want to bring your car in. You have a really nice porch on that front side with those two chairs, a great place to lounge, have your cup of coffee in the morning. One of her Great Pyreness actually roams around during the day and she'll come up and kind of sneak under the fence and come and hang out. If she sees you driving in, it's the cutest thing ever because she'll just run up to your car. I got a couple clips of it for our Instagram story, but she is just the cutest thing and she just loves following you around everywhere on the property. And you'll see her here quite a bit. She loves to hang out on that porch. So if she comes up to you, make sure you give her lots of rubs and give her lots of love and attention. But I really love this little outdoor area that we have here, the front yard. There's even a back porch on the back side of the property, which faces the pond. It's a great place to go out, have your coffee as well. It's that additional outdoor living space that really makes the house feel a lot bigger than it is. We have cattle roaming around this entire property. Molly came and dropped off a bale of hay yesterday, so the cows have been grubbing back there non-stop buffet style for the last 24 to 48 hours. But it's really nice. I really enjoy having them around. Basically, I can just walk outside within 15 to 20 feet from all the cows. Molly also has a rescue donkey on the property as well as a rescue horse. The donkey's actually blind in one eye, but he is an absolute sweetheart and he has run up to me, run up to the fence to come say hi to me every time that he sees me out. And it's the cutest thing ever. The horse is really cute as well, and apparently they are inseparable. But I've really enjoyed having such a close interaction with them while staying here at the Modern Molly. But enough of the outside, let's show you the inside of this Modern Molly and show you how Molly has completely turned this building upside down and really created a beautiful home inside. So let's go check it out. So welcome to the Modern Molly. So this tiny house is about 435 square feet. So you'll notice that on the inside, it's a little bit longer than it is wide. It's about 15 feet wide and just over 28 feet, giving us that 435 square feet. Now this entire tiny house is a single level built on a foundation. So this definitely falls in that sweet spot of having just a little bit more space. There's room for a washer and dryer in here. There's room for a big fridge. There's room for a beautiful L-shaped kitchen with everything that you would need. Even a full-size bathroom that is going to be about the same size as most of your apartments or maybe even your houses. So when you walk up to the Modern Molly, you're going to be greeted by that beautiful porch on the front side of the house. So you walk in, the first thing that you'll notice is that beautiful kitchen directly in front of you. So we have that L-shaped kitchen with everything you could possibly need to cook full meals here, to really feel like you're not missing out on the comforts and luxuries of a full-size home. On that left-hand side, we have a 4-burner electric cooktop range with an oven underneath. It's somewhat compact in size, but it definitely will give you more than enough space to make pizzas or bake anything that you would need to make during your stay here. With these beautiful quartz countertops that give you tons of countertop space to prep your meals, to make coffee. We have a coffee machine as well. And we have a sink that is built into the countertop using the same exact material. And I'm really not sure how they engineered this, but it really gives it a seamless, continuous look. And best of all, directly in front of that sink, we have that little window giving you views of the outdoor living area, the backyard, the pond directly behind the property, as well as all the cattle that will inevitably be munching on that hay bale directly behind the house. And on the right-hand side of the kitchen, we have this beautiful Bosch full-size fridge, which is one of the most beautiful fridges I've ever seen. It definitely has to be one of their newest product lines. The surface of the fridge kind of looks like a whiteboard. And then underneath all that countertop space, we have these beautiful white cabinets with these soft closed drawers, which is a really nice touch. And then lastly, we have this small white dishwasher, which blends in nicely with the cabinets. And it's a really nice touch to have in a short-term rental, but also a space that you could come and visit and try to envision living in a space like this full-time. It's nice to have all the amenities that most of us would probably put on our checklist of things that we would want in a house to live in full-time. It really helps to try to envision how you would interact with a space of this size. Directly to the right of the kitchen, we have this small table for 2 people. It's a really, really nice spot to have your breakfast, to read a book, have a cup of coffee or a cup of tea. Moving on to this side of the house, we have this beautiful little glass media center, which houses all of the records that Molly has for you to use and to check out during your stay. She has a vinyl player that is actually a little bit more high tech than I'm used to. It has Bluetooth capability, so it can connect to the Bose Bluetooth speaker that she has here. So you can put any of the vinyl records that you'll find here. She has some Jimi Hendrix, she has the Beatles, Fleetwood Mac, you name it. She has so many, probably over 100 different vinyl records. You guys can go through them and see what you want to listen to. And then on this side, precisely where I'm standing, we have the living room area. This is one of my favorite spots. I think she did a really great job designing it. I love this leather couch on this side of the house. We have this massive picture window here. You still get a pretty great view of this front side of the property. You have windows surrounding you, bringing natural light in at all times of the day. So I rarely even have the lights on in here. Obviously I have them on right now to film this, but it's a really cozy spot to read a book. She even has a Roku TV if you want to put on some Netflix or whatever you want to watch. We have another cozy chair on this side, and then in that left-hand corner of the house, we have another great reading spot, another great spot to have your coffee. What's really cool about this spot is probably something pretty silly that I really liked, but Molly installed this little side table that's actually hanging directly off of the wall with this retractable arm, so you can pull the little table out and you can set your coffee there, you can set a book there. Then moving on to the other side of the house, we have the bedroom and the bathroom. So the bedroom is a private bedroom. You can close that off. There's a pocket door that slides over. We have a full-size bed, I believe, though it may be a queen size. There's a glass wardrobe which houses extra linens, pillows, and also gives you some storage space to store your bags. And then in one corner of the bedroom, we have a full stacked washer and dryer that you guys can use during your stay here. Again, a really, really nice touch as a short-term rental to have a washer and dryer, but even more so if you're coming to the modern Molly to try to get a feel for what it would be like to live full-time in a space like this. And it's really nice to try to envision where you would put that full washer and dryer. Would you even have a full washer and dryer, or would you just make space for a combo unit? That's why I love coming and checking out all different types of tiny houses on wheels, tiny houses on foundations, tree houses. If you're remotely interested in downsizing or going tiny, the best thing to do is to come and visit tiny houses. Visit 3, 4, 5 of them, stay for a couple days, stay for a week. It'll really give you a sense of how you interact with the space, and more importantly, the spaces that you're going to spend the majority of your time. Probably my best tip for all of you guys interested in going tiny. And then lastly, inside the house, we have that bathroom in the corner of the house. It's a full bathroom with a beautiful herringbone tile shower. We have a flushing toilet and a pretty good sized vanity. So this bathroom is a really good size, and it's probably pretty similar in size to an apartment bathroom or maybe even your bathroom in your house. And that is pretty much it inside the Modern Molly. Now, before I take you guys outside, I did want to just give you a really brief backstory on this building itself. Earlier, I told you that this building was purchased for only $250 at a city auction. And I think the story of this building, the story of what this building used to be, is just as incredible as what Molly has been able to transform this house into. So way back, decades ago, this building actually used to be the office of a car dealership, if you can even imagine that. It served its purpose there for many years, and then it was sold off and transitioned into a taco shop. So the window in the corner of the house in that bathroom is where customers used to come up to pick up their orders, to pick up their tacos. Then it was transitioned into basically a vacant building at a police station. And then that is when the city took ownership of it and then sat on it for many years. And then finally they put it up for auction. Molly was telling me this story when I arrived, and she was telling me that her father was actually the one that found the auction and saw some potential in the building, saw that they could transform it into something else, really convinced her to jump into it and try to purchase it. So they put a bid of $250 for the building, and they were the only people that bid on it. They ended up getting it. And so they hired a house mover who took it from the police station and brought it onto this farm. Originally, Molly had no idea what she was gonna do with it. The vision of it was constantly evolving over that process. Originally, she wanted it to be a barn for her hay, to serve some sort of useful purpose out here on the farm. And then slowly, as she started to kind of tackle the demo process, to gut this entire thing, to take out all of the vents and the cooking appliances that were left over. And interestingly, one of her friends was actually the one that told her about Airbnb. Molly started to think about this idea of renting this place out to people, initially to long-term tenants. Dove in head first and said, you know, we're gonna renovate this, we're gonna turn this into a house, and we're going to open up our farm, open up our property to guests, and let them come and stay and experience what it's like to be out here on this property. So it took them a couple years to finish the renovation, finally opened their doors through Airbnb about 4 years ago. I was blown away reading all the reviews that Molly has on her profile about this house. Everyone who has stayed here raved about their experience, raved about their stay here. There's people who have come 4, 5 times, tons of repeat people. It's just really incredible to read their stories before coming here and kind of having this expectation of what is this place gonna be like, what kind of experience am I gonna have, and then coming here, obviously having my own unique experience, but just really feeling all of the love and energy and time that was dedicated into upcycling this building and turning it from a dilapidated, vacant, unloved structure that it was beforehand, turning it into this beautiful home. That's the biggest thing that she raves about this whole Airbnb experience, is having the chance to bring in people from all walks of life, to bring in people from every corner of the world, be able to meet people that you may not have otherwise been able to meet had she not had this property. I have nothing but great things to say about the Modern Molly, and highly suggest that you guys check it out. So that is it, guys. That is the tour of the Modern Molly tiny house, this beautiful little house out here on a farm in Rockdale, Texas. This house, both inside and out, has undergone an incredible transformation that is now been home to so many guests through Airbnb that have come and been able to experience what I've experienced over the last 2 days, to interact with all the farm animals, to be out here with basically no neighbors in sight. It's just been an incredible last 2 days, and it's one of those places that is really hard to capture the essence of what you feel when you're here just through pictures, just through videos. I'm trying my best through these video tours to share with you guys and really try to put you guys in my shoes and experience at least a little bit of what I'm getting to experience at these places. This Modern Molly tiny house is just an absolute gem of a place. Molly, she's such an incredible human being. She's super, super sweet and has just put so much love and detail into this home, and it doesn't go unnoticed. Everything in the house, it's built with intention, it's designed with her heart. Me, as someone who goes and is fortunate enough to visit a lot of different tiny houses in a lot of different places, this is definitely one of those top experiences that you have to come and see for yourself and experience for yourself. I will leave the link to the Airbnb listing in the description below. And as always, guys, if you enjoyed this tour, I would greatly appreciate it if you left this video a thumbs up and considered subscribing to the channel so we can continue creating this community of tiny house enthusiasts around the world, as well as help refer you to other tiny house creators in this space. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your weeks, and I will see you in the next one.